Hey, welcome in everyone. Let me fix this real quick. There we go. Hope everyone's having a good evening, or however, whatever time it is for you today. We're going to be going into some more Perfect Dark, Kai, as it is called. This is Merck's Perfect Dark multiplayer netplay branch. So this has a bunch of stuff for not only just being able to play combat sim and challenges and stuff like that, but there's a bunch of other things included as well. Like there's a bunch of extra modes, a bunch of extra fun little things, like it's differently coded, it has like Lua scripting and everything like that. I'm sure most people who will be watching this stream has already seen what it has been from the prior ones, so we're gonna get right into it. So this stream we're going to be showcasing the Wireframe mode, one of my favorite modes for Perfect Dark, because I've played this game so much that at one point in time, actually, do I have a way to change? I used to play Perfect Dark so much that I was able to play the game pretty much blindfolded. So I used to swap on the wireframe mode that some emulators offered to just have a new challenge with the game. But yeah, as you can see, as normally, obviously there's going to be faces, there's going to be textures and everything like that. However, with this, there's nothing. I'll show off the cutscenes too. We'll play the cutscenes out. But I kind of wanted to give a good example of what we're going to be looking at. Ended up streaming a bit later than I wanted to, just because I ended up having some extra stuff I had to do at work.
Dr. Carroll is not extracted tonight. Datadyne will put him through mind conditioning.
And thankfully, there's no storms going on tonight or anything like that. So, very, very happy for that. Unfortunately, yesterday I had to cancel the stream just due to it storming pretty badly. But looking at these cutscenes through the wireframe is so cool because you can see how everything loads and like is manually set in the backgrounds.
How will I recognize him?
We don't have an image record, and we can't find any official files. All we have is the name. Good luck, Dr. Dark.
Yeah, this is personally one of my favorite ways to play through Perfect Dark, because it's fun. It's like it really makes you have to learn how the level design really is. And then you can also see how it like clips. So you can see essentially what portals are working, what kind of like fades out. And it's interesting because some spots in this game, genuinely you would think it wouldn't actually load, but it does. Like you can see down there, you can see the little walkway spaces down here. But I'll be showing this off tonight, and then I'll be showing off just some other stuff too that we haven't gotten around to showing. But it also is really cool to learn how like just the portaling in this game works. Like for example, everything behind this door is deloaded. You press it and it instantly loads. One thing that's really fun is areas like this. So you can see all the way down to the bottom floor right here. This is why this level runs so badly on N64, is because it just has all this shit loaded in as once.
There's someone here.
I hope everyone's doing well today. Hopefully it's not storming or not too hot where y'all are at. I wanted to try to get the wireframes a little thicker, because it can be a little hard to see at times, for like if somebody's spectating, like watching. However, that unfortunately wasn't working at the moment. It had been working, so that'll be something that gets fixed in the future. Because what's cool is if I want, I can have it where the wireframe becomes all one color. The backgrounds become certain colors, any color that you specify, and then the thickness of the wireframes themselves can be however thick you want them. Usually I like to do a 3.0. This I believe is sitting at 1. So it's not too thick where like it's hard to tell that it's like what some objects are, but it's not too thin to be kind of hard to see.
Help! Intruder! Security, help me!
I've got a password problem, and you're the man to help me with it.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
But this is also going to be a new modifier in the Chaos mod as well. So you could just be randomly playing through the game, and then you get hit with the timer, and suddenly your whole game's wireframe too. So I think that's going to be a fun one. But we've added in a bunch of new parameters as well, a bunch of new modifiers. Just the baseline of it, we haven't gotten them actually like functioning for the most part, but we wanted to have them in there before like we ended up forgetting them. So I believe we're sitting around probably, I think, 50 new ones. But obviously they're going to be needed like tested and like actually functioning and stuff like that. Some of them we were able to get working just fine. Some of them are very easy.
Right, I'm in.
But some of the more complex ones we're going to need more time and effort into getting working. Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite levels to look at through the wireframe, because it's just so interesting on how everything's loaded in. And then you'll see things that like you would never have expected to see loaded in. Also, I'm going to be playing with keyboard and mouse again for tonight, just to kind of get through the stream quickly, so I can show off some of the other things too. But currently, at the moment, Merc's not working on too much of anything else right now. He's prioritizing making sure that the servers are more stable and there's more what's the term? I guess less desyncs, I should be saying. There already isn't too many desync stuff right now, but there's still some stuff that he wanted to make sure that we're like guaranteed won't desync. So he's been working on updating that.
What?
As it currently stands still, the net play and everything like that is currently available, which would be through the Discord. But the stuff for the Lua scripting has not been public yet. But yeah, this was one of my feature requests for this game, because not every emulator supported it. I think Jabo was one of the only ones that actually supported the wireframe. It made me sad because I think Jabo was the one that was like very slow, so you'd constantly be dealing with slowdowns and everything like that. Ooh, I'll be taking that. Some of these levels like this can be fairly dark to see, unfortunately. Maybe at some point it may be worth having a Vertice shade remover for stuff like this, or at least brighten it up. But it's just mainly areas that are like already very dark are going to be hard to see. I'll show off what the single colors and stuff like that look like later on. Honestly, I forgot how to put it back to default, so I'm gonna show that towards the end when I go to swap to other things.
Something around here is using a lot of power.
What are you doing in my lab?
There we go. Yeah, that chaos randomizers had me playing it nonstop. Even like after I ended the stream, I'll still play more of it later on because it's just oh man, it's really fun. I can't specify enough.
Pull the plug on that now.
Please, just don't hurt me.
None of the new things have been added into the general pool.
It looks like it's off already.
Just because we didn't want to have anything else broken in it, like have just things that didn't work. Hey, welcome in, Dopistola. Hope you're doing well. So right now, they're all in their own little separate testing folder. So unfortunately, I can't like have them flagged to play with normally. One thing I've been working on as well is I'm trying to get a video made for this whole thing as like a little trailer for once it finally does release. So I want to get a little bit of everything recorded.
That's the highest security. It's got to be nearby.
Confirmed.
Get their ammo. There we go. But yeah, this is also a mode that is accessible on everything as well. I think if you really wanted to, you could even do it like online. I don't think there's anything keeping you from doing it online. Could be wrong, because a lot of our stuff we have is locked when doing online, like the Lua scripting stuff. Just for the fact it would cause way more desyncs. But yeah, it is funny. Some of this stuff in with the wireframe does make it easier for you to see like little ambushes, like that turret hidden behind
Dr. Carroll,
that wall.
Well, is it safe to come out?
But if you're playing wireframe, you'd already know it exists there.
What? You're...
Very professionally done, my dear.
Something interesting to note too. Normally these actors are all loaded in. So like if you have like a fast animations thing, they'll all keep playing through it really quickly. But Dr. Carroll actually doesn't spawn in on this cutscene until he pops out of that. I think it's one of the few times that a character actually like spawns in for a cutscene. Because normally their parameters are always there.
What the...
Now this looks pretty sick. This honestly could be a preset for the wireframe, because at some point we're gonna try to have presets as well of like some nice little color combinations, and I think this would be a fun one. So right now we have like a Game Boy Virtual Boy. Oh my God, Virtual Boy slash Terminator style. We got one that's like a Vaporwave style, GoldenEye one, a streamer friendly one, and what it will do too is it'll change the parameters of everything. So it changes the background color, changes the... Actually, I'm curious to see what this looks like. Ooh, bad. Okay. The background color, the wireframe itself, and the thickness. But also, if you're trying to learn how to do speed running, this is also a phenomenal little tool to use, because you can see how far you actually need to reach for the like stuff like the doors and shit like that. Hey, doing all right? How about you? So I did some multiplayer matches. Hopefully that was all going well. I wanted to stream more yesterday, but we ended up having a pretty nasty storm, and our internet was already kind of being a little bit booty. Oh shit, I gotta come over here. So it was like, it's not worth risking like terrible internet plus the chance of it going out. So I started working on recording for the new trailer. Yeah, I'll be showing off the wireframe and then some extra stuff too. That plays really excellent. Hell yeah, glad to hear. I know he was focusing on doing a lot of that, I think, yesterday. Hey, welcome in, KZ Demon. But yeah, the net play has been a ton of fun.
You've become...
We actually haven't been able to do as much testing at the or playing as the moment because we've been testing a bunch of stuff, but it's genuinely amazing how far the net play has gone, because I've shown it off before, but there was a point in time where like models and bots would just freak out completely, and like nothing would like function, and we'd have crashes and random shit happen. Thankfully, with a lot of people testing and playing it, we've been able to squash a lot of bugs. Like there was a bug where if you got a kill on somebody, for some reason the parameter would have it that that player was considered dead instead of killed.
And you could come and work.
So you wouldn't get the point. So we've got that thing. We got stuff like that fixed now.
Gotta shoot.
Play for 4 hours, only 1 crash. Yeah, that's great. That's great hearing. Because it wasn't always like crashing a lot. However, there was things where it was like just random things, like we'd play graffiti, we're testing out graffiti, and then it would crash.
Mr. Carrington.
So I'm glad that a lot of our work has gone well for the most part. Did you play just the base maps, or did you do the all-in-one maps as well? Generally, for all-in-one, we haven't really been testing them too much. Like, we've tested, but they're the ones that usually crashed for us the most. Just because there's so many more parameters with those maps. They're kind of like, we'll deal with them after we get the base net play working. But thankfully, I think a good chunk of them just worked perfectly fine. But also, shit like this. Look at that. Look at how much it's actually rendering in the background. Like, just insane. Like, it's rendering that whole room all out here. This whole back wall here. The turbine. The snipers up there. Everything. Now, it's even rendering the lighthouse pole out here. They're just wild how much this game was like rendering at once. Like, no wonder it ran so poorly at times. This map is also going to be one that's going to be a pain for getting net play for co-op. Because just the way this whole level renders is really funky with split screen, let alone playing with other people online, like remote. I think even Friends of Joe had issues with this level too. So it'd be like if you had 4 players and one was out there, let's say, and then one comes in here, the portaling would start freaking out. And that's just always kind of been a general thing, it seems. So this is probably going to be a tricky level to do. Went a little crazy with the AO1 maps with 32 Sims. Didn't crash on AIO, but on Fortress. Everything seemed fine before it crashed. Okay, good to know. Glad to hear that the all-in-one was working smoothly. And then at some point too, the new version that'll be coming out will also be merged. So you'll have even more maps and everything like that, and more features and stuff. Yeah, that's great to hear. Yeah, because originally we had issues with elevators. Elevators, of all things, were the ones that desync. So, if, let's say, a bot activated the elevator at the door, it wouldn't register that the bot was pressing the elevator. So thankfully, that's been tweaked. Plus, to prevent desync even more, you can toggle the ability that like nobody can call the elevator. Because what would happen is, let's say the elevator's down here, but on the other player's screen, the elevator's up here. So what it would do is it would open the elevator door on both games. However, the elevator wouldn't be there, so you could like just fall right out of bounds. It was kind of cool in a way, seeing just how much of the elevator is like rendered in, even if you can't see it. Like some of them got like walls that go all the way down to the first floor. Some of them just immediately have nothing the second you can't see it. It's interesting. It's always like a case-by-case basis with this game.
must be holding Daniel.
Phenomenal work you guys have been putting into this, honestly. Yeah, thank you. It's been like a good bit, because Merc's the one that does like all the edits and stuff. I do a lot of the testing, the suggestions, and the general like social media marketing for it. So it's been really fun working on it.
Oh my god! We have an intruder! Come here!
There we go.
I don't want any trouble. Request back right here. Take the wallet.
I'm glad that didn't kill anyone behind me. Yeah, thankfully most of the net play stuff is like very functional. I wouldn't say it's like public like a 1.0 yet, but it's still definitely like in a good standing for beta.
The only place we could secure the
I won't go
equipment
bother
is
with
a
him.
small drain.
Maybe
Understood.
this way.
Guns don't scare me.
Tracer bug. There we go. Yeah, my buddy Nero was showing me his progress for his Sims. Like, oh, there's a new net play update that fixes this. That's funny. I also said he could help contribute. Yeah, because there's going to be some other things, I believe, as well. It was requested to have the VR version merged with this too. But currently there's been radio silence on that coming out publicly. Also, check this out. You can see some of the vehicles and stuff flying away like the limo. You know what I'll do? Actually, I'll do the reprogrammer so we can show off the flight path of the taxi. Something neat to note as well, I don't know how well it'll pick up on stream, but you see that's the intro cutscene fence. It's always loaded in at all times in this map for some weird reason. I think it's because they needed it to animate. It's one of the only items I think animates. So that could be why, because the UFO also does that. There we go. This will be VR with absolute chaos. Oh yeah, especially with the chaos shit. Yes, they do. So if I was looking properly over there, I could have seen when the guards spawned in. The only times you won't see them spawn in is like if the portals are called out. Waiting on this taxi to get up and out of here. Yeah, this is also really, really good for speed running too, because you can see things more precisely this way. We attempted to try something that had the entire game loaded at once. Unfortunately, the game heavily relies on portaling, so there was no way to comfortably set that up. Also, there it goes, out of frame. But unfortunately we had to cancel working on that because it was just too broken. But it was really, really cool. You could see quite literally every single thing in the game.
See. Either
What,
of those
remote
boxes
mines?
will do as an escape
There we go.
route.
But yeah, the fact that the vertex shading even like disappears for when they cloak too is really cool. It's a nice little attention to detail with them. Yeah, I can show off some combat sim later on too. Also, it's refreshing to see all these refreshing to see the FPS not dropping despite all these effects and feats. Yeah.
There's no way to tell if those lasers are active. That must be the meeting room up ahead.
So the cam spy in here.
Use the cam spy.
And show off some of this cutscene
We
too.
recovered the sapient from Carrington and altered its programming. It no longer has a personality, so there will be no further incidents.
One thing I'd love to see for this is like an in-game free cam. We technically have one. We already have a free cam functioning, but it's really funky. So it's not fully showcaseable yet because you have to completely turn the game off and then reboot it every time you use it. Oh yeah, GoldenEye mode is cursed.
Request for the loan of the Pelagic 2.
It is cool that everything is toggleable too. So it's like, let's say the only thing you want is the snap leans. Just, it's so cool. It's nice having the ability to turn things on or off.
We have a contingency plan ready to go.
And then also as well, if you have a mem pack, let's say you're playing on Perfect Dark on the N64, if you have a mem pack, you can connect your N64 controller through a RAFnet and upload your saves and stuff to the PC port now.
There will be no outside help from Mr. Carrington.
The only way you used to be able to was by having a save modifier that you had to individually put in all the stats yourself.
Then the devices we gave you are working correctly.
It's so much more
good.
time saving, to say the least.
Correctly should be destroyed. Consider that as you follow your backup plans.
There we go. And we could see these guys leave. This is my favorite thing. They're all walking. Oh, fuck, you didn't do it. Sometimes they have a chance where they'll just fall right through the map. I think there's one other cutscene in this game where they just, like, fall right out of the map as well. Yeah, the disarm removal feels nice for a bit because that gets annoying. Disarm you from 5 feet away. Oh, yeah. That shit can be so obnoxious. I have damn PTSD from this vault door.
Intruder alert!
Thankfully, you don't actually have to sit and watch that thing. I used to think as a kid you had to sit and watch it, or they would rip it off the wall. This is probably one of my favorite weapons in the whole game for campaign. I love the Magnum so much. It's not great. Like, there's obviously weapons that can do it so much better, but it's one of the 4 weapons that actually has penetration through objects.
Over there.
And I love the fact that it has a chance to knock back enemies and shit like that. It doesn't have the highest knockback in the game.
Time to leave.
That would be the MagSec 4 of all things. Did I fuck up? What did I do? Oh, fuck. I didn't turn the thing off. But I really like playing with the Magnum. You don't get to use it too much, and when you do, it doesn't have many bullets. This in Chicago is the only levels that give you a reasonable amount of bullets to play with. But I feel like a lot of games from the early 2000s kind of had that thing as well, where you'd get a Magnum, and it's just got like dick and ammo. You'll get like 4 bullets. Pick up the key card. I did. Which mission level is Pipes referenced? I think it's mission 2. Cause it shares the same pipe frames as investigation. It also shares the same textures on the upper level. The only level, to my recollection, off the top of my head, that doesn't share anything would be, I believe, Ravine and Warehouse. Because Warehouse has cut assets, which I believe at one point they're going to do a single-player level with it. Because they've got, like, assets for, like, dumpsters and random shit.
Time to use the cam spy.
There we go. But, skip that. Are they gonna fall through? Yeah, there he goes. He fell through the map. Here we go. Portal's not loaded in now. There we go. So, when the portal wasn't loaded in, that's when they fall through.
Trigger the alarm. There's someone over my ass. She got me.
Door decoder. There we go.
The decoder's gonna take a little.
But yeah, games like Agent Under Fire, you get a Magnum. You could get a Magnum in it, and it would give you like, I think, 4 bullets, 4 to 6 bullets. That was it. Like, come on, it's like such cool weapons. Something funny is the XL actually shares the same penetration stats as the DY357. However, the alternative to it is it actually can't shoot through objects. It can only shoot through guards and bots. So it also shares the same 10 penetration stat, but not for objects. Here we go. Final objective is not complete.
Let's get to the door, set up early.
I'm gonna do that now. I always forget this area even exists. Even as much as I play this game, I always forget, like, this, it's just such an out-of-the-way spot. Roger's body size is a pain to go against in Combat Sim 2. Oh, yeah. There we go. Something cool with this little area here is essentially everything you can see is what's actually in this map. The second you can't see anything from this cutscene, it just doesn't exist. It's just a little chunk of Chicago ported over.
Request from Institute support team to protect the president before he goes to Alaska.
So like even that hallway that goes down to the rest of the street is completely gone.
The craft carrying those flames I was talking about.
Let's see all the G5s.
The weapon responsible was
I love all the G5s on this game. The music, solo map, multiplayer map. Yeah, it's a really, really cool map.
You're to prep for immediate dispatch when you return here. Carrington out.
It used to be one of my least favorite levels as a kid, just because I couldn't grasp the cloak. But it ended up becoming one I really, oops.
Okay, Joanna,
I'm so excited to play
take
the
a
game
look at
some
this.
more.
Our operative inside Area 51 was able to get this out to us.
Something cool with these cutscenes too is the level's actually playing in real time when you start it up. So if you start now, when you reach the elevator later on, it won't be at the top level for you. However, if you time it just right, once you get there, it'll actually be up. A lot of speedrunners use that because it heavily benefits them. That also works for levels like the first level, back before people found out you could just clip through the door easily without having the little extra door being open. But there's a lot of really fun things that'll happen in real time. Villa was so hard for me to navigate when I was little. Yeah, Villa's a lot.
Agent Dark, mission log.
It's a fairly large level.
Against my better judgment, I'm about to enter.
Hey, thank you for the bits. I appreciate you. There we go. I love that he's just chilling. He doesn't even acknowledge. There we go. But yeah, fun fact as well, I'll show this real quick, is out here, you see this funky set of geometry? That is actually the skybox. How they did the skybox for this level is it's quite literally an actual skybox. It's a texture that wraps all the way around, and it'll follow the player. Yeah, it's sick. I love it. Yeah, this whole thing, sometimes you can see it actually chunk with you. So it'll kind of be like, if you're in one portal and then you walk through another portal, it'll kind of like teleport with you. You could see it more with Skedar Ruins. The Skedar Ruins also has one, but instead of it using any form of like an actual texture, it uses a modifiable 1x1 color texture, which is something that like GoldenEye used a lot for its weapons and some of its geometry. But this level and Carrington Institute are actually two levels that heavily utilize that same mechanic. I have to assume just because they're like fairly large. So there's actually a piece on the ground here, not here, but in this level, that's actually missing texture. Like one of these tries, they're actually missing a texture, and you can shoot through them and everything. And there's a few other spots like that as well. But Carrington Institute, nearly all the lights interior in that little basement spot are missing textures too. Because I went through and I actually did a calculation of every single level that's missing textures. And Area 52 and Carrington Institute have the most. However, Investigation, Datadyne Investigation also has some missing textures, or not missing textures, but they're like, they're colored in vertices. And what that is in Investigation is actually the Easter egg of the initials, the RB initials. But yeah, generally, that's the only case of where, like, it's obviously a little Easter egg. They didn't want to bother making anything or sharing any textures with anything, so they just colored it in. But for the most part in this game, everything has its own like all of its tries have actual textures for them. I was actually very impressed because GoldenEye has a ton of spots because they essentially were just saving as much space as they could and as much like RAM as they could. I just actually had my power flick for a second. I don't believe it's supposed to be storming. No, looks fine out. This area is cool too. You can see how far these walls actually go down. But there actually is no floor. So if you were to fall out of this, you just die. You fall into the void. Yeah, these guys are fun. They used to ruin my runs as a kid. Because the one guy always throws grenades. And then there's one guy up here too that's always going to throw a grenade at you as well. So these guys actually spawn in right here. So right when you come right over this way, that's when they'll pop in. But that little bastard's fast. He can just chuck a grenade like the second he sees you. What's my favorite mission to speedrun? I'd probably say Villa, Carrington Institute, or I'd say Attack Ship if there was no NPCs. Elvis is just a menace on that level. He loves to kill himself. I swear to God, he's speedrunning death.
Agent Dark, over here.
There you are. I was beginning to wonder if...
Because he will always run into like the one Skedar that you haven't killed, like without fail. And there's chances where like when he's sitting on the bottom of the elevator when you're going up to the final area, he will still find a Skedar to die from. It's just very impressive.
Okay.
But I generally love running that level, but goddamn the parameters for it is just a pain in the ass. Give me just 1 second. There we go.
The problem you have is that there is no way to sneak into the research section. The only way in available to you is a weak section of wall like marked in the room beyond the stores. It can be destroyed with explosives.
Doesn't
They
sound
make
like
Natalia look more useful. Yeah, Natalia is like infinitely better. Like, holy shit, the NPCs in Perfect Dark are genuinely really, really bad.
Cute. Very cute.
By the way,
Like, at least Natalia, they won't actively shoot at her unless she attacks them first, but she has the Magnum, which is going to like 1 to 2 tap them. So she doesn't really have to worry about actually taking damage unless you're like actively letting her face like a whole crowd of guards.
Great. Now if I can just fight the urge to report him to base security.
Yeah, it's so funny too, cause it's like all the actual guards in Perfect Dark are like so much smarter and like way better designed and coded and everything like that, and then the NPCs are just terrible.
Get her.
Is that a bullet?
Oh fuck, that was a grenade. I didn't even hear it. Holy shit. It's like the guards in GoldenEye are genuinely just so easy to deal with for most of it. It's like Perfect Dark, they'll give you a run for your money. you can see them all waiting for you. What are you shooting at?
Open fire!
You got the Jimmy leg. It is funny seeing how they react when they can't exactly get to you at the exact moment they want. They must have tried to not have your NPC allies be good enough for you. Did they have to work? Honestly, I don't know. Yeah, it's... Who knows what their idea with it was. But it just did not fully work out. I think the real difference is too is like for the most part, some of the NPCs were just pathed to do specific things in GoldenEye. So like let's say for Bunker 2, she's programmed to come towards you and then to go towards the end of Bunker. There we go. Also, that Dorito that's down there, no idea why it exists. I think it's something to do with the elevator itself, but genuinely, like, who knows why there's just a full bright Dorito. You can't see it in actual gameplay or anything. Yeah, I love when they get Jimmy leg. It's really funny. There we go. I'll be taking that. Nothing was activated, so I can do this. I'm trying to think of what other levels I like to speed run. Deep Sea can be kind of fun. But depending on the difficulty, most of the time you're just sitting there pushing Elvis around. Will the current spectate feature work on Sims 2? Yes, I believe so. Though it's not been something I've played or tested in a little bit, but when we were testing it out, it worked for NPCs, or not NPCs, for bots. Let me go back down this way. Is that gonna come out of here? Damn, that's unfortunate. I bet he's gonna come out of there now. Oh yeah, I like to mess around with that. I remember using the PD XBLA beta to spectate. Yeah. It was kind of cool too because you could actually, we got it where it's like you could spectate them first person. Obviously, bots aren't going to have a first-person view model. Their view model just does not exist. However, we were able to get it where like the actual camera was right where their heads were. So you had a really low poly, crusty weapon, essentially, you could look at.
The showers. Now, if I can convince someone to part with their uniform.
Also, you don't even need X-ray vision for this. You can see right through it.
I don't have much time.
You can actually see similar stuff like this too, with the X-ray scanners and stuff like that. However, because of how close the scanner is, it's very hard to actually see anything going on.
Affirmative.
Oh yeah, they turn so quickly. Like this, you can see him spawn in through the X-ray too. So that's nothing special to show off.
Hi, how are you?
Hello.
Yeah, they could be a little diabolical.
The air's heavily recycled round here. Must be near the autopsy lab.
Hey there.
Hi.
So, you got here at last. Everyone's been waiting for you.
Here we go. Yeah, give me that gun. Tranquilizer is one of my favorite guns in this game too. Talked about it last time, but I genuinely love this gun. You know what? They get a little pipe bomb surprise. This is one of the worst rooms in this game too for pathing. Because all their pathing always tries to come back up to this little lip, and then they'll walk at you. If they're already on this, then it's a different story, but if they're off of it, they'll always try to path over this way, and then jump back onto this little walkway. Magnum firing rate also change on G mode. I don't believe it does. I think that one's the same mode, or the same. Though I would like to see a toggle for sim mode, which would be like, you have all the same kind of parameters as the Sims. So like farther melee range, faster magnums and shit like that. Yeah, I think that would be a really cool one. There it is. Also, I'm going to show this off real quick. Look over here. You see how there's nothing? You're going to see something different after this cutscene. Once the next level starts playing.
Put your hands up and step away from the alien.
Also, it's neat that she swaps out her weapons attachments mid-cutscene as well. You go from the silencer to the Falcon 2 scope.
What the hell do you think you're doing? This is supposed to be a sealed room. Don't you know anything about autopsy procedures?
I don't care much for procedures.
But yeah, notice something different?
We'll hear about this,
Got the UFO in the background.
You can't take
it's one of the objects in the game that has like a like an animation to it. So it's permanently see-through. You can always see through. It's always rendered throughout the map. That's what I'm trying to say. Which is really interesting because that's the fairly complex item to have.
Can't be. Gas.
There was a door in the game had so many polygons.
That wasn't meant to happen.
Welcome in, partner. This level can be an absolute pain to speedrun.
You idiot. You'd better get out
It's just kind of like a mixture of like a bunch of different things that cause the slowdown to be so bad on N64.
They flooded the area with nerve gas.
Flood the area with wolf gas.
Get a friend to the containment lab. There's a hiding place.
But yeah, having things like that permanently in the background is definitely one of them.
Good luck. Good work, Joe. We need
Yeah,
to
you can always see it there, which is really cool.
use the maintenance patch.
You can see that always. The fence, which is also another object that gets animated. And then, for some reason, the first Mayan that dies in war. He's always throughout the map. Until he will, like, eventually despawn. but none of the other Mayans actually
Oil.
stay around.
Not that in the other hangars.
Yeah, the pixel fill rate too.
Medpac's got to be somewhere around here.
I always like that they supply you with a little crate just in case you you don't have an explosive on hand. But yeah, just walking through something like this, it already loads in everything you can see down there. They're a little overzealous on what loads in.
Joanna, over here. We need to get back to our friend.
Yeah, like them. You can see them spawn in. Similar thing happens back this way, but you won't be able to catch it when the door opens. You'll be able to catch it with, like, the far sight. They all spawn in right there. Free ammo. I'd rather have some chop off and see far ahead than have Torok fog. Yeah, that's fair. The Torok fog can be pretty nutty. Oh, even like in GoldenEye, the fog can be pretty nutty. Like jungle and shit like that. We actually had at one point, when we had the total map, what's it called? Where every single portal was loaded in. We actually watched the Sims move in Challenge 16. It was really fun. I don't think I got a video of it anymore, but it was really, really cool kind of just seeing how Sims operate. Nope, he's shooting people. Come on, Jonathan. No wonder this fucker dies if you leave him. He's got like plot armor levels of health too, and he still manages to get himself killed. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the reason why we got rid of it was because when every single portal is activated, because the game's so heavily reliant on those portals, if there was, let's say, a parameter where guards spawn in when portal loads, it would automatically spawn them in. You know how Sims get stuck until you're close enough when you look at them. I wonder what if the wireframe affects that. It depends. If it's like the for the most part like this, it won't. However, if you have all the portals loaded, it'll affect it.
Okay, stand back.
Must have been a pain to program the Farsight target sight for this game. Yeah, like 100%. I can't imagine how much of a pain it was. That and the Slayer. I assume they made a free look camera that zooms in across with a very narrow wireframe view distance. Yeah, it's nutty. It's got its own view style as well. It's essentially all the geometry but transparent in I swear to God, Jonathan. It's all the geometry but transparent. And then the same goes for the cloak as well. Survive that explosion. Here's another one. Yep, get out of the map. Alright, come on, Jonathan. And then there's guards that spawn up here. We'll quickly deal with them. I always liked how much of this map you get, the farther you go into it. At first you're very blocked off and limited, but the longer you get into this map, the more shit will just unlock for you. But yeah, I swear to God, they added so many things to this game, and they were probably like, oh fuck, how do we actually work on this? Hey, welcome in, horse. I wish John had unique hurt voice clips, because sometimes he's hard to pick out. Oh yeah, 100% agreed. I do not have a crotch cam controller cam onto this face cam. I did actually just buy a second camera too.
Two can get in, but no more.
So your wish may be fulfilled.
Out of here. Doesn't get no style. You know what I'm saying?
You're the only one who can fly, Elvis, so get in.
One of us will have
I
to stay
hate
behind
how
and open the
slippery
hangar
Jonathan
doors.
can be when he's not talking.
But we can't leave you behind. There must be a way out of here.
I'll get out on that hover bike. Now cover me while I open the doors.
But yeah, I ended up picking up a second camera. It's gonna be here in probably like 2 days, I think.
Agent Dark in position. I can see the main entrance to the base. And I can just make
Yeah, it's kind of similar. You can do that with a few NPCs in this game, like the President, Jonathan, and I'm trying to think of who else benefits from doing it.
I don't have to remind you that
But they're probably innocent of any.
For the most part, oh yeah, Elvis too. Elvis benefits from it if you want to reposition him for deep sea when interacting with the control terminals.
I'm willing to bet that the men Trent has around him here are loyal to him and his plan. You have to get the evidence.
Can't even see Trent in this.
Air Force One and show it to the president.
Yes, and protect him from his abductors. Do you have any idea what Trent's plan might be yet?
Hope you're doing well, horse.
Only vague suspicions, and I won't distract you with those. Good luck. Carrington out.
This is definitely my least favorite level in the game. I love the music and the design of it and everything like that, but holy shit, does it get annoying to deal with these guards. Are you looking forward to the weekend? I bet. Feels like the weekend went by so quickly. Oh, damn it, she saw it.
Oh my god!
Let's see, the amount of weapons in this game as though is insane, especially in G. Weapons is added. Yeah, it's a ton. Like even with some of them being repeats, like the Falcon 2 and stuff like that, it's still really cool. Okay, that's a restart. I don't know where the hell that card came from. Maybe I overlooked them. I did, in fact, overlook him.
Why me?
There we go. But it's so cool how they make a lot of weapons unique, especially with like the secondaries. Not every weapon was fortunate enough to get good secondaries, but the ones that do are like really, really cool. Yeah, the only level that I did not actually bother to speed run when I used to speed run in XBLA was this level. It's just so much of a pain in the ass for me. Let me look at this real quick. This is crazy how this news came out pretty much the same time. That same sort of feel, yeah. For the G Wednesday. I think, is TH back yet? Or has he got another week out? I don't know where the extra cards come from. I always rushed in with the non-lethal crossbow. I remember that someone always shows up behind you, have to grab the disguise. Yeah.
Are you new around here? She got me.
Man, this is probably one of my favorite looking levels in the game. It's very beautiful. I'm stuck in the wall. Here we go.
Hi there.
Hey.
How's things?
Hiya.
I am like Red. The TH trip was longer, so I reached out earlier today. He's back. He's back already. Damn, that was a fast goddamn week. Holy shit.
He's a terrorist.
Also, this elevator's always here. Even if you can't call it when you activate it, it will it'll open up for you once it is.
We're taking. Why me?
Oh shit, I'm stupid. I'm sitting here showing stuff off.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that elevator door is a trick for speedrunning, but not on every difficulty, I don't think.
Is he okay?
Fuck that little bastard.
Why me?
I'm gonna wait for that man to come out and smoke him.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's out of their range. As long as they're in that door, they'll see it. But the sec he's out of there, they didn't see shit. Yeah, I like to do a little bit of both. But if I'm streaming stuff and I kind of want to go through it, I like to do the mouse. Because the mouse just feels so smooth. It's really impressive how smooth they got the mouse feeling on the PC port.
Okay.
Are you new around here?
Why me?
There we go.
Use that case to conceal your equipment.
Affirmative.
There we go. I know, right?
How's things?
Hey.
Yeah, for me, I like to swap between a bunch of different controllers. Some days I'll do the N64 one, and then I'll do the A3D one, and then some days I may do
Come here, girl.
mouse and keyboard, and then maybe like a PS5 controller. 'Cause I've got a literal shit ton of controllers, so I like to go through all of them to at least justify using them.
Don't.
Yeah, that too, the classic Doom look. See, maybe another one to play on a modern controller, or remake the GitHub controller adapter I repurposed. That's fair. Oh yeah, doing the keyboard and mouse is so much fun. It really does change up how the game is played. But I'm always glad that people can have a bunch of different options to play stuff with. I've never been like an elitist when it comes to that stuff. Like if you're playing single player with whatever you are happy with, like that's all that matters. Like how I've played this game with a wheel. I've played it with an Ultra Racer, done keyboard and mouse, dual controllers, really shitty Mad Cat controllers, you name it. Also focused on Zelda Breath of the Wild. Also, I'm stuck in another wall. So I can replay Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, Breath of the Wild, I thought it was so cool when it first came out. Oh, I'm stuck in this wall. I've been promoted to turret. His friend doesn't have a single clue. There we go. You guys done net play night yet? No, not yet. Just because we're still working on the whole thing. Let's see, got all that. But yeah, no, haven't done any sort of what's it called? Net play stuff yet for that. Also, this is always loaded in too. And to also show this better off as well, those explosions come directly from those little terminals up there.
How's things?
Hiya.
But yeah, the Falcon 2 can be absolutely nutty with keyboard and mouse. It's 100% accurate. Come on, there we go. It slightly depends. I don't believe so. They retain most of their stats. However, there's some stuff that's changed. Their fire rates on the automatic weapons are slightly different. And any weapon that had penetration ability is removed from classic weapons.
You're in danger. Trent is trying to kidnap you.
You can't make accusations like that without evidence.
For GoldenEye specifically, though,
that you have some...
I think they're relatively the same damage output, I believe.
It seems
but the difference is weapons are balanced around iframes in GoldenEye. So that's why the RCP 90 in Perfect Dark for the classic weapon is an absolute beast, because I believe it's the most damaging, has the highest damage output for not only the classic weapons, but the main automatics as well. It does 1.8, I believe. And they never changed it. They changed the speed of the RCP though for some reason. Weapons for the classic have slower fire rates for some really weird reason. You think they would just done a one-on-one port of the weapons from GE to PD, but no, there's a ton of stuff that's changed. But on face value, it doesn't feel like it until you actually like break down the code and look at it. Yeah, as well as like the AR-53 and shit, it doesn't have its bullet penetration. Neither does the RCP. We all know that Watch Laser's Damage King. Oh, absolutely. Let me throw time mine. The fun little thing here is if there's pilots are alive when you throw this mine, they'll actually activate the autopilot for you. Normally, if you don't get to them on time, you have to go activate it yourself. He can't see me. So you want to avoid looking at Trent when he runs away, because if not, he'll just permanently aggro on you with the golden magnum. It can be an absolute pain if you don't want to deal with him. So he'll run into there and despawn if you're not looking at him.
You sure this is the way to the escape pod?
Does weapons have penetration still penetrate in GE mode? No. Or wait. Weapons that have penetration still penetrate. Yes, yes they do. However, none of them gain penetration. So none of the classic weapons get penetration. Same. Also, these guys right here have some of the lowest health pools in the entire game. To a point that you can pretty much two-shot them.
There's the escape pod.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Here it is. But yeah, it's so funny because some of the guards in this game just have like the nuttiest health pools, and then some of them are literally just two-shottable. But specifically, these two first guards here have very low health. I believe it's just because you already start off with low ammo, so it kind of gives you a fighting chance to get like a decent assault rifle right off the bat. This level's going to be fairly hard to the enemies with. Thankfully, the fog kind of highlights them for me. If I try a wireframe on my OLED display, with as much AA on and upscaling 8K to 4K, this could look like a vector graphic game. Oh yeah. The glass cannons, though, you explode if they actually get a chance to shoot. Oh yeah. But thankfully they're like they're also never facing you. They'll pretty much always stand idle. But after those first two guards, then they all have like just their normal health pool. Holy shit. I love this guy. He's always, I swear to God, he does this every time. You can see all the way up that way. I think you can even see some of the guards walking around too if you catch them right. They stand idle like the freshman without a date at the homecoming dance. One of the harder levels in this game actually to do playthrough with the wireframe is going to be Attack Ship. Not because it's hard to see, but because the fact that there's literally stars going through the level. These guys can take a beating. Cool. Also, generally too, these levels like this and Surface can be fairly hard to actually play through on wireframe because there's so little geometry to actually work with. You can get lost fairly easy, especially if you're like not played it in a bit and like don't fully know the maps. There we go.
You'll never save him now.
For the longest time as a kid, I didn't know you had to steal his weapon to get it for the training room, because you can get it two ways. You can get it through him by doing that, or you gotta do Mayan SOS, which is a kid playing on Agent a lot. I played on some Special Agent, but not everything. I just didn't have Mayan SOS whatsoever. I was always confused why I didn't have the final classic weapon unlocked, which was the CC-13, because you need all the pistols unlocked, or all gold, to be able to get the CC-13. Hi, Elvis. It's a little confusing enough without wireframe. I only know there's piano and there's spaceship. Something to note too is how the spaceship actually doesn't appear through geometry once it's loaded out, because it's not animated like for the cutscenes. So once I leave here, you won't see it again. If I was to give a reasonable guess on why I would assume the first Mayan in war is still loaded in after the cutscenes and everything like that, because like once he dies, he's the only thing that you can see through the map. I have to assume it's because he's the first one to appear in the cutscene, and he's technically an animated figure for it. But at the same time, other characters from cutscenes don't appear through maps at all times like that. So basically that UFO is part of the map itself. I don't remember if it's actually part of the map. I don't believe it is. I think it's actually just a an object slanted down into it. I could be wrong at the moment, but I think it's just an object placed there. But since it's not animated for a cutscene or anything, it won't appear. It won't render. Shit, that was a miss. 1. That's 2. That's 3. There we go. This is probably one of my favorite looking levels in the game. As you can see, very detailed, very beautiful. Got a lot of textures to it. It's just such a pretty map. I really like it.
Do such a thing. I knew he was ambitious, yes, but this.
The sunset looks really good.
What is the Pelagic 2 that Trent wanted so badly?
It's a U.S. government deep-sea research vessel, one of a kind. The only ship that can conduct a full-scale diving operation at extreme depth.
Trent wanted me to loan it to the Datadyne Corporation, but I refused.
Trent has a lot to answer for, but I don't think we'll find him now.
What's this sunset together if we are single?
You are a flawed device, and we need
This scene annoyed me because Trent has every opportunity to shoot this bastard, and he just sits there. He's like, ooh, well, what do I do? Oh, the gun! The gun, the shoot. I could use it.
No!
To be fair, I think I'd shit my pants and do nothing as well if suddenly an alien. Also, see the crate? There's another thing that loads in. It's cutscene. See it all the way in the distance. I'd shit my pants too if that like blonde bastard just completely transformed into an alien. The gun that literally one-shots them as well. Yeah, I know, right? Could have smoked them instantly before he even transformed. But yeah, it's just wild. It's like just the most plot death. Could have. He had every chance to. But nope. Nah, none. I always like this outfit.
You go on ahead, Joe. I'll secure the perimeter. We'll meet at the gate.
Activate the alarm! I don't want to die!
As if I was hoping for a different turn to that cutscene.
Trigger the alarm.
See, your camera's averted. Yeah.
They'll be allowed to conduct operations without any power.
Or hopping, both work. Also, you can see them without needing the X-ray vision either. There we go. Man, all the way over there to trigger the alarms.
Controlled from.
Warn the others.
What are you doing? There we go. And so it's interesting. So normally you can see that's the monitor for the other side. Can't do anything, can't do anything. However, once that side loads up, then you can activate the door. There we go. This also goes out a very far way too. It goes way deeper than you expect it to. And obviously, even though this door has a thing in front of it, it's still not obstructed with the loading. So you can very much see right through this with wireframe.
Without the autopilot and the GPS,
Oh, these guys can be fun. Hey, thank you for the 100 bits.
Please don't.
So I'll take this guy out, and then I can make them turn it off again, and then this guy a third time in a row.
I'll shut it down.
It'll completely skip the interaction where they he pulls out the magnum and you take him out. I used to dread this level so much as a kid. This was like one of the big skill check levels for me. Especially like being fairly young. But I said it last stream. This has genuinely become one of my favorite levels too. This could be a fun one to speedrun. Especially with all the different forms of like tactics you can pull for it, like using the X-ray scanner for the pool room door and everything like that. Yes, he has. He's actually the one that's given us a ton of feedback for it. There we go. But he helped bug test a bunch of GE mode. Now, normally, instead of having to deal with going through like all that whole yellow hallway with a shit ton of guards and all that annoying shit, you can just go right up here, walk through these, and boom, completed. But yeah, already helped out bug test a bunch of that stuff, and was also testing stuff like local split screen and everything like that through the new branch. It's probably one of my favorite starting rooms in this whole game. Just so ominous. It's such a pristine area. It's almost the same as like the cut warehouse stuff, because there's textures for objects and stuff that are very similar to this. As you can see, all these textures right here I'm showing right now. But it would have been really cool to see like what they could have done. But who knows why they ended up cutting some of that stuff out. Maybe it just ended up not flowing too well, or like they just ran out of time. I love when they run into each other, Three Stooges style. So good they went to the save it for Perfect Dark Zero. This is definitely probably one of my favorite looking levels for Wireframe. Just beautiful. I was showing it off last time, but the Verti shading for this level genuinely pulls the whole thing together. Rareware was cooking something with their Verti shading. I don't think there's many other games that used the shading as much as they did. Or if they did, it wasn't as like good as how they do it. Like Donkey Kong 64, Perfect Dark, GoldenEye, like you name it. The only one I feel like doesn't utilize it too much would be Diddy Kong Racing, but I've also not played that game in a long while, so I can't fully commentate on how much shading they actually did for it. Even a custom level in Warehouse looks authentic. Yeah. I always wanted to see more stuff involving the warehouse, so it was always cool seeing that there's a little mod made for it.
This will help us to get around the ship quicker. Keep the gun. Keep those skin off my back while I'm working.
Alright, good to know that he's giving the Farsight now. There was an issue with, the chaos mode where he wouldn't give you the Farsight at all. Because essentially what would happen is anytime there's a parameter that would change the gun, it would change all the action blocked guns as well. He's got like a little bit of a script that's like, after this parameter, and after he walks up, player acquires this, but without that that actual weapon, he just walk up to you, do all of his lines, and then just keep the weapon. Also, fun fact with the Farsight, so as everyone knows, the Farsight can shoot through pretty much anything, but there's a little bit of a caveat, and it's not the fact that it can't in fact shoot through everything, but it can only shoot through things that are loaded. So let's say I go to shoot through this room, I cannot, because of the fact that it's just not loaded in at all. However, if you're to do something that loads every portal into the game, this thing becomes an absolute menace. You can shoot through everything. This gun could have been so much more dangerous if every portal was loaded. Let's see. So what originally got Merc in to mod this game and improve the net play? Two things. He really loves Perfect Dark. And he's always wanted to have like a way to play with friends that isn't just like the emulation stuff, because just genuinely emulating and trying to get this game to work with net play is just always a rough time. So he was kind of just looking around one day. He's like, you know what? I think this would be a fun thing to do. Yeah, as we all know at this point, trying to play net play with Perfect Dark is a pain in the ass for like emulation, with the constant desyncs and everything like that. Because he was one of the first people that actually played the and tested the Perfect Dark net play back when it was first launched. So check this out. You don't actually need to aim with these. Shoot right through them. Yeah, it was like you either had this that had no way to play bots, or anything that had a projectile. Also, check this out before I talk to him. Look how far up that shit goes. I can't really do it justice here because I don't really have a real good way to zoom, but this goes up so far and so low. There is one godlight that sits all the way up there, and if you shoot it, it'll essentially disable all the lighting in this area. Shorten it. Merc is a friendly fellow we love to call a friend. Yeah, Merc's genuinely one of a kind. He's awesome. He doesn't get enough recognition that he deserves.
To prevent this.
Virus detected.
Me and my
But yeah,
big
like
mouth.
for emulation, what you had, Gopher, that one had desyncs, depending on just if it felt like it. AQZ didn't work. RMG worked, but it was ugly.
Control again. Program.
And RMGK was working, and then it stopped.
Far too long for me to prevent it from completing. But there's only one way out now.
What do you mean?
When the program has run, I will have control of a
But yeah, Merc's done a shit ton of stuff for the community. He made a actual proper XBLA converter for GoldenEye mods.
I'm sorry, Joanna.
He's done this. He's got the net play working. He's added the chaos mod, the mirror mode, the wireframe, and has genuinely just done a ton of other things in the background. Like, the amount of stuff that he's truly actually worked on is insane. There we go. But yeah, genuinely, a lot of the shit Merc makes is really, really cool. Plus, Merc's just a genuine awesome person outside of just mod creation stuff, too. It's always nice to see Merc. That's the best part.
Already, Joanna? We can't keep the main delegation waiting. Or the president, of course.
Am I ready? What do you mean? I was ready half an hour ago. It was you holding us up.
But you know how it is, Joanna. I had to make sure my hair was just right. And then there was the suit.
They should keep you away from mirrors. Nervous?
Very. I've waited for this moment for so many years. Contact. Friendly contact between humans.
I always wish you could see the ending stuff with them meeting the president and everything.
It will finally happen. Where did that come from?
Oh, yeah, probably could be, yeah. The only thing is, one thing to note is challenges do not scale with more players.
Quick. We've got to get everyone out.
To an extent, we've kept that intentional. Because, one, it's kind of just more fun. Like, it's kind of silly. Like, a little bit of an overkill thing. Also, check that out. The Sketter's just sitting there chilling. That's something currently set up for the Chaos mod. So, he's not supposed to sit there. However, that is his actual spawn point for this level. But if you notice all that Lewis scripting stuff in the bottom, that's specifically made to keep track of all the guards and shit in this level. But yeah, to one, it's going to be like an absolute sausage party playing with more than 4 players on challenges. So it's going to be very hard to like keeping up with ammo, weapons, shit like that. So that's kind of a bit of a challenge on its own. Also, check out the doors. They also are always loaded in.
I'll have to go carefully. The hostages are counting on me.
Holy fuck.
And thanks.
Oh, so you can see through these doors and everything that they're always fighting. So if you're ever curious on why you come in and like, let's say you come in here early and you take these guys out, they got shields, and then sometimes you'll come in later on and they're completely like one shot. The reason genuinely is because they're fighting the whole time. They're just both invulnerable, so they can't actually damage each other. They can't kill each other, but they can damage each other. You had to reload goodbye 90% of your health. Yeah, holy shit. In a single instance, just gone. Bye-bye health. And then also for this, the other side's actually sort of loaded in. So I think there's a speedrun tech for this level where you take the Devastator. Oh, he decided not to drop it. You take the, oh, there it is. Take the Devastator and aim up and then fire inside Joanna's room. I see y'all doing that. There we go. Rip bozos. You can hit it because it's technically loaded in. Holy shit, she just got obliterated. Also, look at this. Look how fucked that was. See that, man? They could teleport up here if you aren't looking at them. So that's terrifying. Their parameters for geometry essentially just goes out the window. So if you're over here looking this way, they will just teleport right up. Also, Skedar's now in here because the Skedar's animated. There we go. But yeah, this level does not fuck around. It's so funny that this level is essentially the hardest one in the game, and you're not even at the ending yet. Deal with you all the old-fashioned way. I wish I could use the Devastator for these guys, but the Devastator round, if you're aiming, actually fires slightly lower than any other weapon. You kind of gotta aim it a little up. But then you won't be lucky. Good old weapon jamming. Okay, he just went back down there. Don't use the Devastator for Objective 4 and you don't save Jonathan. It's a nightmare to actually destroy. Oh yeah, 100%. It's fucked. You have to be like stupidly quick and then like checking behind you. Like Five Nights at Freddy's camera style. I must be hearing things. How polite for them to wait. But yeah, it's really cool that you can see just the cutscene oriented or the animated objects just always loaded in. And then as well, once you activate this, there's a guy that will spawn in.
Damn it! My office! Get access! Get there first, Joe, and destroy the files!
Received.
Things are desperate. They planted a bomb. Find it and get it out of the
He
building.
normally spawns.
Understood.
It's usually right as you get the RCP is when they'll appear. Thankfully, this guy doesn't know I exist. It's cool because you can see them over there. You can see that he's just chilling, waiting. There we go.
Well done, Joanna. We're nearly clear. Instructions waiting for you.
Received.
Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite missions in the game. It's just so sick. I love it.
Get clear! I'll hold them off. You can come back and get me later. I hope you can.
I'd probably say this is the hardest level to beat with the enemy rockets too. There's just so many parameters to that level that makes it genuinely unbeatable.
Shields down and we can help you.
I've got to get those shields down to let Elvis in. I need all the help.
Is it intentional that they can tank charge maulers? Yes, it is. They are extremely tanky. Some of them are damaged per basis. Like the first Maular is, or not the first Skedar is fairly weak, and then the second Skedar is fairly tanky. Also, there's a Skedar that just chills in there. Oh, there we go. Elvis should be chilling with two Skedar looking right at him as well right now. I don't know if it's something with the port, but I've learned it's possible to disarm the bomb so fast that the ending trigger takes a moment to load, so you can walk around the ending room while the trigger loads in and starts the ending cutscene. It can. You can actually do that in base game too. There's actually a way to avoid having to wait for it to end. And what you do is the frame that the explosion happens, pause. Because the end cutscene is reliant on that sound ending. So if you pause it directly as it starts, it'll play out the sound. But it can be fairly easy to do on like the PC port and stuff like that, just because how much faster the game is. But you can do the same thing on XBLA and N64. Also, there's no bottom to this, so if that opens up and this is up here, you'll just kill yourself. Also, see how all that's loading in? It's because there's a whole bunch of new guards spawning in, and it needs to reciprocate having the ability for the Lua scripting to connect to them. But yeah, as you can see here, a lot of these Skedar are just going to die instantly from a charged shot. It's just the beginning area Skedar is just very tanky. This area can kind of be hard to see. Very dark in here. Holy shit, Elvis just Mr. President. Yeah, no, some of them are very case by case. These guys are going to generally have the same health pool. But for the first Skedar, I believe they made him less tanky just so it's easier on you to face him. But then the second one being tanky is a little brutal, especially if you miss your shots. Because he can take like 2 full charge shots at times. So you gotta make sure you take care of all these Skedar, because Elvis will always go after the one that you did not kill. One thing I wish the all-in-one had was the proper animations for the Skedar in multiplayer. I can't even see him. Now I can. Fuck. Because in Rex Perfect Dark Plus, they have the proper animations. So I don't know if that was something like externally added or what, like for proper animations.
I've got to get those shields down to let Elvis in.
Oh yeah, I wish the Skedar and like Dr. Carroll had proper animations for the combat sim in PC port, because Rex original mod has the actual proper animations for them. Hey, welcome in, Grim. Good seeing you. honestly, the hardest thing about this level is just having all these damn stars. There we go. Yeah, it just uses default animations instead of using the custom animations added, which it could have just been a PC port limitation for the time or something like that. Also, these guys are very weak. You can take them out easily with the AR. There's also a nice little tech with them, is obviously they spawn in when you're not looking. You can kind of just farm them. And they require a certain number of kills before this opens up. It probably could be. Especially with this current engine for this branch. You take me out easily, you just have to ask me for dinner. Welcome in, Merc. Good seeing you. I hope you're doing well today. Good shots, Mr. Skadar. You really taught that wall a lesson.
This machine contains stamina.
There we go. Damn rain fell in the car, I tell ya. 2 of the morning, but I'm fine. Very busy work today. I saw your message earlier. See if I can fix them up. Oh, understandable. It was also there's a new bug I discovered too. The end screen music doesn't play. For campaign and stuff. Played a casual 6 hours of Stardew last night. Oops. What season are you currently sitting at? I need to get around to doing some more of the Stardew streams. Originally I was thinking of doing it today, but I've been so hooked on this damn mod. Oh, I didn't want that mauler anyway. Fell through the map. Ooh, autumn. Okay. Played nearly 3 hours of Black Ops 1 after getting back on the PlayStation. I was playing Black Ops 2 Zombies the other day. Just playing through some town and farm. Always really liked farm. It's very limited, but I kind of like that. I don't think there's any Easter egg tied to it or anything like that. And I don't even believe there's any way to get a pack-a-punch. It really kind of gives like the old Nocturne Totem vibes of just survive. You get a mystery box. You get, I think, 4 perks, and like that's it. Random gun gets lost in space. Fuck, this is hard to say. There we go. You get all the DLC for Black Ops 1. Get the World of War Zombies maps. Get some of my old PlayStation friends back on the grind. Man, it's like I wish they would have done more with the servers for the other consoles.
We control the bridge, then the ship is ours.
I shit you not, for the first time in my entire life, it's been the only thing that's enticed me to be like, oh man, it would be cool to have a PlayStation 5. But I'm not about to buy a PS5 just for that. I still, like, you still got, the functioning PC version of Black Ops 2 with Plutonia. That shit works like a charm. Plus, everything's unlocked for you. I was playing the multiplayer the other night on that. Holy shit, that sound effect.
Wow, that's the first
I have 4
time I've
and 5,
seen
so I
another
downloaded it
planet
to
from
both systems.
space.
Nice. But yeah, I can't justify getting a whole PS5 and PS Plus and everything like that just for that. Probably years ago, if I wasn't playing on PC, I'd probably justify it, but I'm like, man, section seems like it's gearing up for a big fight, only to be the easiest one in the game without the speed cheese. I know, right? It's really funny. Because normally you're facing like 4 to like 8 of them, and it's like doing that, you just face 3.
That the turret was destroyed, the war would never be over. We fought the scatter relentlessly. We earned a ceasefire, but we always had to be on our guard. The destruction of this place would mean a chance.
I always love the way the Sked are animated there.
Then we have to be certain that no fanatics survive. I'll go in and take out the leader.
I will, in fact,
You'll
take a
have to
drink.
summon the Mayan fleet to level the shrine.
If you're caught on the ground when the fleet gets here, you won't stand a chance.
But yeah, the big skybox returns here. It's nothing but a big textureless geometry that's just shaded in. Yes, it is. This is wireframe mode. The green. Yeah, you'll be able to see it warp at some points with you too. Hey, welcome in, TH. Good seeing ya. I hope you're doing well today, my friend. Hope you had a good vacation.
This seems to be one of the special pillars.
Ooh, let's do some of this. Make sure I actually line these up. Hope you guys are well. Vacation was amazing. Hell yeah. Good to hear. I ended up having a little vacation, a little stay-at-home vacation, same time as you. But that was pretty nice to kind of like just have a little bit of a time to decompress. Caribbean beaches, food, and beer. That sounds like a hell of a good time. I don't think my boss went to the Caribbean this time, but that is one spot he likes to go to. Talking to. Generally, I like to keep as much pistol ammo as I can for the final boss, because you can just easily just cheese him with a good mauler shot, and then he'll sit and rest over and over. He's been attached to me since I've left. Marlon Yowie for TH. No. Also, something really fun here is normally you have to blow that up to get over there and then access the hidden wall, or you can just clip here, and now you're inside this area. Had a buddy check up on halfway through the trip. That's good. I'm sure he definitely missed you. We always feel bad for our cat. She always is so sad when we're gone, and then when we come back, she always acts so pissed. Also, fun fact for this area, this caught me monologuing. This area right here is actually where the starting room is too. this specific spot is where the beginning of the level starts. If you walk backwards, like 2 steps, you'll actually activate this trigger that'll spawn in these mini Skedar. It's a little bastard. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little bastard. Gee, happy birthday. Oh shit, it was actually his birthday today. Damn. 8 years old. Yeah, our cat, I think, is 7 this year. So, she's getting up here too. The last cat I lived with, he lived until, I think, 17? I think. I'm pretty sure. Oh, fuck, he got a rocket at me. I love the big marlins.
The inner sanctum can't be far away.
Also, check that out. That's the terminal that's actually reading for your Falcon 2. It's funny how that little terminal is essentially just like dev cube for this game. Let's Scoot Celebration. Does that actually work? I'm not sure if that's working. Let me know if it does. But thank you for that. Hey, hell yeah. One thing I like to do with these guys is I like to fire 2 Devastators and then take out the rest with the Reaper. Because if you expend the Devastator ammo without blowing up the wall, even if you beat everything else, it'll still count it as failed because that wall hasn't been blown up. Yeah, the wireframe's sick. I love it. I'll show off some extra stuff after this too with wireframe. Stupidly easy boss. Hardest thing's just gonna be aiming this damn thing. If this had been one of my requested modes for the PC port. That's a good question. Oh, TH. You know what? This is a perfect time because I just beat the game. Do you wanna see something really fun? This thing alone has gotten me back into playing a bunch of Perfect Dark. This shit's really cool. I was also going to show this off as well, Merc. I was going to show off some of the new stuff that's like functioning. Also, hi Elvis. Teleports in.
Joanna!
No, I don't. Of course I do. You've seen the chaos?
Are you hurt? Elvis!
Chaos is so much fun.
No problem. Grab my arms. We'll get you out in no time.
It is funny that there is actually no Skedar in the scene. Makes sense, you don't see him anyway.
Will you just let go? I managed to get the fleet to stop the bombardment when I looked for you. They'll start as soon as we
Yeah, I love wireframe mode. I don't know if I've talked to you about this before, TH, but I used to play so much Perfect Dark, especially on speedrunning. I used to just play in wireframe on 1964. It was so cool. They're using a cloaking device. Oh yeah. Let's show that off. First off, I'm going to show off one last thing before I move into the work in progress mod. So, wireframe mode is more than just this. Unfortunately, I can't show the third thing to this because it currently doesn't work. However, if I'm to go in, actually, let me pause. Let me pause and pull up a loadout for it. Alright, cool. Here we go. So if I'm to pause and then I put Wireframe. Wire. See, what would be a good one out of this? BF. E2. Oh. Okay, it may be bugged right now. I think I went through too much stuff with it. But I'll explain it quickly with this. Claude, fix it. What it does is it lets you color the wireframes themselves. So if you want it just all white, if you want all of the wireframe just to be completely white, you can do that. You can just put it in with a normal color tool, and it'll work. And then if you want the backgrounds changed, you can also change the colors to the background as well as the thickness. It seems like it's still doing that thing, Merc, where it's like after so many inputs it kind of shits itself. Let me do something real quick. Let me relaunch this game. So I'll show it off in just a second. I want to make sure it's got a fresh batch of space it can write on. There we go. Let me turn this back on. Here we go. So here's a very fun mode. What would be a good level to try this on? You know what, let's do Carrington Institute. So thanks to Merc, we have a new Chaos mod. Oh shit, I didn't even realize you changed this up already. So what this is, have you ever seen like Mario 64 Chaos Randomizer? It is essentially that. I'm gonna have it effect duration every 30, every 20. So there's currently over 100 things in this, but we're currently working on like even more. Like it's probably gonna be like what, over 200 by the time this is out. Oh fuck, I swear to God, it's always gonna show just the most basic ones too. But now we've got to deal with the night vision.
Already, John.
There we go. I'm gonna deal with it now. Oh fuck, shielded enemies. So yeah, this is just a shit ton of just pure chaos. It can be benefacting things like free health, a free weapon, or it could be shit like shielded enemies, the Terminator spawning in, pop-up ads appearing, the game going completely dark, LTK mode, random airstrikes, Thanos snaps, you name it. It's gonna give me all the boring shit first, I swear to God. It always does.
Get up to the offices and save them.
Understood.
Ooh, we got
to go carefully.
evil music. Yeah, goodbye 50%. But yeah, this shit's genuinely impressive. Everyone that talks shit on GoldenEye not having a PC port doesn't know what they're talking about, because we have the power to do this shit. Like, it's genuinely impressive. Let me do a better example. Let's do Datadyne, and let's shrink this down. Let's do it every 10 seconds. So we've got shit like this, where every single thing is gold and it has the reflective texture, even if it doesn't work. But yeah, this shit's really, really funky. Oh, that's a terrible combo. We've got 8-bit mode now. We'll be able to see in a second. Merc, I swear to God, you know how my luck is. It's always the fucking visual shit that appears. Oh, we got shielded enemies. That's not good. Yeah, there's a ton of visual effects. There's a metric shit ton of really cool stuff. There's like VHS mode. There's like widescreen, Quake Pro, negative view. Yeah, there's some really, really diabolical ones you can get. Oh, we got frozen enemies. That means everyone is completely frozen still until the timer goes off. Oh, we got Cyclone Frenzy. I am not pressing a button, by the way. You are stuck firing indefinitely until it goes off. Perfect Dark for the NES. Yeah, like we've got 8-bit mode, 16-bit mode, Game Boy, camcorder effects. Oh fuck, we got the Looney Tunes mode. Oh, and the game muted itself on me. But there's a ton of like fairly basic stuff right now. Like there's a bunch of really cool stuff. But it was a good test alert, or test, oh my god, I read the alert. It was a good test for, like, adding a bunch of other unique things. Oh, which door? Was it the door out here? That one red terminal that the guard standing out at the beginning, that's the one. If you press that, oh fuck, K7 Avengers for all.
Down the experiments.
I'll shut it down.
That is the one that activates the little trapdoor. Oh fuck, mirror mode. But there's a ton of other stuff added as well, and will be added into future tweaks and stuff. Oh fuck, we got paintball mode. I ain't gonna do shit against them now. Get paintball damage, yeah, it's nutty. Oh no, we got Cathedral. Cathedral's diabolical if any other sound effects start playing. Or any of the, not sound effects, the other audio sounds. Ooh, Predators is terrifying. Everyone's cloaked.
Switch this thing off.
Allow me to assist you.
Oh fuck, I got hit by an airstrike. Hey, PD in a church. Oh fuck, failed instantly. God damn. Underground base. Yeah, Mr. Blonde came early.
Someone here.
Oh shit, house party. That one's scary. That spawns a bunch of enemies right on you. Or teleports them, I believe. Some of these, unfortunately, do automatically just fail the objectives because their action blocks change. Yeah, what's happening is like the K7 action block is just gone out the window. Even if he ends up retaining it back, it still no longer has the action block tied to it. Ooh. This is an awesome one to get. That you shoot through walls and shit. Oh fuck, random loadout. What do we get? A crossbow, a grenade, laptop gun. Hell yeah. Gotta make sure to go grab the K7 as quickly as I can. the K7 and the Cam Spy is like the most important things that you gotta grab during this run. Because if you don't get it early, they have a chance of like not working. Holy shit, why is he sitting here? What the hell? What aggroed him? Yeah, he was locked the fuck in. Also, Predator mode looks really sick. Oh, fuck. Uh-oh. This is a diabolical thing to get hit with, is the quantum instability. Practice paid off. Hey, damn, I'm just too good. Oh, fuck, I got Gormless mode. This completely fucks up all your controls. This one's diabolical. Nope, I lost my guns. Oh, fuck. Right, there we go. I'll be taking that. You have some, too, that will give you, like, different guns. Or, give you ammo. Some will straight up, like, have your weapons jammed. You can have your weapons get jammed. You can have a misfire where you accidentally shoot you. Gormless inverts. Oh, hey, spoilers, this game has aliens. Yeah, Gormless inverts both look and movement. Both horizontal and vertical. It's fucked. It's like, holy shit. If you're in the middle of combat, you may as well just hit the restart. That was perfectly timed. The enemy rockets, or everything rockets, started up just as I fired. Ooh, got 16-bit mode. Yeah, check this out. Oh, fuck. Where's that coming from? Where's that coming from? It's coming from the ceiling. Not vertigo. This one's diabolical. Oh, there he is. Where's that damn gun? Ooh, every door's been open.
We programmed the cleaning bot. It'll give you a way in.
Understood.
Also, some of these are annoying too, but you can go through. Fuck, they're all the way up in the roof. The giant enemies. Let's say you get X-ray scope, but if you equip your night vision, I'm gonna restart this one. If you equip your night vision, you'll disable the X-ray. So it's almost like a pop-up that you have to deal with, essentially. That'll probably make me puke, and I don't have any outstanding issues with motion sickness. Yeah, agreed. There's, the cool thing is, any of these things can be removed. So if there's stuff that you don't like, you can remove it. So let's say, for example, where is it? Oops, not that. Visual and audio. That's what I'm looking for. Vertigo. Oh no, I don't want to turn that on. Shit. Turn it off. Vertigo. Merc, I think the new menu doesn't let you toggle everything anymore. Normally this lets you go all the way down to the end, and you can toggle it off. But as you can see here, here's just like a little glimpse of everything. So here's your general cheat ones. Your weapon and world effect stuff. These can be a lot of fun. The body snatched one's really cool. Then you got your helpful ones here. Does nap time still work? Oh. But we've got some other stuff too I'll show off real quick. Yeah, let's show off some of the alpha stuff we currently got going on. So these ones have not been added to the pool yet. But these are still kind of just fun. I don't know how much of these will actually work. And how many of them still need tested. The golden gun spawn in a revolver or the golden eye guns. I believe it's the just the DY350XL. I guess none of them are working for me, it looks. There we go. We got stuff like Brandon's mod. Oh, fuck off. Turn that shit off. There we go. But we got Brandon's mod here. Completely changes up the skybox. Button Thief randomly takes a input off of you, so you can't use it. Captchas, here's just the base thing. You have to complete a captcha or you'll die. We got blooper from like Mario Kart. Booby trap doors that'll blow up doors when you open them. There's one that you gotta catch up on lore. But some of these just straight up don't work right now. This one's one of my favorites, which is Feeling Lucky. It has a chance. It destroys or it gets rid of all your guns, I think. And gives you a magnum, and there's a 20% chance you'll get the gold magnum, I believe. How'd you think of all these? We've been doing nothing but like finding fun things to like put in these. But yeah, there's so many. And then inside the Discord as well, you can see a ton of shit that we've been brainstorming. One of my favorites as well. Actually, let's go to a better level that we can better demonstrate this shit. Don't mind the skybox right now. It still needs to be added back in. This was a testing map. Yeah, we got Brandon. We got Brandon put the skybox in for us. How nice. There's fake game over screens. You've got inflated bullets. I thought this was a fun one. It's every bullet costs twice the amount. Let's see. Catch up on the lore is fun. It'll make you scroll through the entirety of the background lore for Perfect Dark. Kind of similar to like a YOLO where you have to like click accept at the end. I think that one's fun. Item swap swaps every item and weapon that's currently out in the map. Live grenade drops one at your feet, so you have to run away. Martyrdom is when enemies die, they drop a grenade. Metagun is whenever you pick up weapons, you gain extra health back. New glasses get you a random pair of X-ray, night vision, or infrared, like randomly one of them. Nitroglycerin, I believe, is like anytime you shoot a wall, there's explosions or something like that. Ominous countdown's fun. Nothing happens, but it just changes the music and it makes you feel like you have a deadline. You got the Silent Hill mode where all the map gets extremely foggy. Quad-handed is going to be fun once that's implemented. Kind of be like Doom's what's it called? Like extreme shotgun mod. Yeah, Russian roulette. This is one of my favorite ones. Well, if I had ammo, I guess. I guess that's something to note, Merc, is the Russian roulette one needs to have ammo. Oh, also, TH, while you're here, too, if you have mem packs for Perfect Dark, you can implement them into the PC port now. Merc's also added this. And also full RAFnet adapter support and everything like that. So let me just do unlimited ammo. We got wireframe enemies, which is fun. XBLA mode. Do you like it? There's going to be ones that randomly toggle your auto aim on. Some that's going to just go in and fuck with your settings and stuff like that too. I don't know if this one's working or not. I think it may be just on the one that you have. But that spawns in the Datadyne helicopters. Mine gives you one of each grenade. Or one of each mine, I should say. Technicolor blood is pretty cool. I'll throw that on. Secondaries only makes it that you can only do secondaries, obviously. Though this, the Russian roulette has a 1 in 6 chance to just instantly kill you. And you have to fire it to continue. So you either kill a guard or you'll kill yourself. Man. Oh yeah, the Technicolor's blood's actually working. You kind of see it. Let's go out here, show off some more stuff. Okay, let's do it every 10 seconds. See what we can get. I'd probably turn it on too. Let me actually disable the cheats. But there is just a shit ton of stuff that's been added to this. Currently, I believe there's like, what, 100 in here? And then there's going to be another 100 added. That'll be a good level. Let's do Area 51 infiltration. Ooh, max ammo right off the bat. Why is that one sped up? But I don't believe I have the... Oh, it ate all my ammo. Well, I did have max ammo. Oh, fuck. Gormless. I swear to God, every time I go to showcase this shit, it'll just repeat the same ones. That. Fucking hell. Got the flashbang. But yeah, there's just a ton of stuff. The flashbang's diabolical. What's really cool as well is you can actually do all this stuff in multiplayer too. You can't do online multiplayer with it because it'd just be too funky for us to like work on. But there is a bunch of really cool shit you can do with like offline multiplayer and shit. Oh hell yeah, motivational speaker. Oh fuck, not the knife. Yeah, this. Oops.
How's it going? We have an intruder.
I know, we got Benny Hill mode. Stop cheesing. I ain't sinking that shit, yeah. Fucking Benny Hill mode.
I don't want any trouble. We're here.
Ooh, I actually can show this off. Negative zoom makes your weapon actually zoom out. Oh, fuck. I think in the future it may have all weapons zoom out. Oh, hey Merc, new broken thing. The Magnum freaks out. Oh, fuck, I got a misfire. It could that. Ooh, got Game Boy. Holy fuck, this man's alertive. I do also have the tick rate turned off too. So that's why we're gonna see a lot of really alertive guards and shit. Shit, got slow-mo. It did.
Either of those blocked up doors will do as an escape route.
Wait, I'll show this off for a little bit longer, and I'll go back to showing off some of the, oh, fuck. Yeah, they already left. That was gonna fail anyway. Damn.
We have an intruder. Here, take the wallet.
I'm not doing the best job at showcasing it so far. But I already have 2 other streams up for this mode specifically if you're interested in seeing more of this. Oh shit. I'm not doing a good job at showcasing this right now, but I was playing through a lot chiller of a mode, but I figured I'd just show that off a little bit. Let me turn that off. But yeah, there's an entire thing here. This currently isn't fully public yet. There's a bunch of shit just added that does not fully work, which is in the alpha. But as you can see, there is a ton of stuff that's going to be added to this. Generally, if you want to see more of it, I recommend checking out the VODs. The last 2 VODs showcase it a lot better. Let me show off some of the other stuff. So you got the GoldenEye style here as well. So that's all the GoldenEye menu. You got your ray tracing, And then you got new experimental color schemes and everything like that for your menus. But let's go back to this, so I can show off what some of these levels look like. Let's do like Area 52. Yeah, just keep it at 3 minutes. Anything else on? Start armed. No doors on. This is the best PD mod ever created. Oh yeah, it's phenomenal. This shit's so cool. I don't know how much you've actually seen from everything Merc's done yet, but I'll show it off in a second for you. But I wanted to show off what the wireframe looked like for multiplayer. But 1, Merc's got netplay working. 2, he's got a kill feed now that'll show you when people are killed. 3, there is a spectator cam for whenever somebody kills you, Call of Duty style. Obviously the wireframe, mirror mode. You can have 32 bots now. So you can have 32 bots in a match. There's random presets tab now. So if you don't feel like doing a weapon set itself, and you just want to do a weapon preset, you fully can. It fully supports that now. What else we got? Got the full chaos mode that has over 200 you little fucker. 200 different parameters that can trigger, with proper folders for all of them. What else is there? There's accessibility settings for those who may have hard at sight. I'm trying to think what else. It is very impressive looking. Oh yeah, ray tracing. I'll show that off in a bit. It is very impressive how simplistic the Perfect Dark multiplayer maps look. Man, it just runs like so well. The multiplayer for Perfect Dark always is like just amazing how well it actually runs for the most part. It's got some issues, but also the Sims now have names from Perfect Dark Zero's multiplayer. So as you can see, they all have different Rareware names. There's new menus, like new menu colorings that you can do. What else? Yeah, the ray tracing. Man, I'm drawing fucking blanks right now. Yeah, let me disable this. So obviously you got your GoldenEye style. Let me turn the ray tracing on. I was actually fucking around with this earlier. I tweaked it in a way that I want to do another stream with it at some point, but I'll show it off here. This isn't how ray tracing is intended, by the way, but Merc has implemented a flashlight for ray tracing, which is really cool. The ray tracing is kind of more of like a little silly joke add-on. Everything is kind of like Quake 2 reflective, like the RTX Quake 2 meme. Then that's like pretty intentional. But you can do all kinds of stuff with it on its own too. Like you can go through and change a bunch of different parameters. One thing I'd love to have for this is a preset mode, where like you can save like 1 to 2 different presets. Because I'd probably spend like 5 minutes trying to tweak it to look normal. Or a default button. I think a default setting button would work. I think having the light be limited like this just looks so cool. I love it.
Something around here's using a lot of power.
It feels more unique than the perfect darkness thing. But there's headless dedicated servers, and then there's also P2P, which is also great. Man, what else is there? Let me turn this off. There's the controller pack support, which is really sick. You can now change your gun FOV as well. So if I want to have like the gun change its field of view too, you can very much do that. If you want the true Quake Pro mode, you can. Merc, do you know anything else that you added? I had it all listed for the last streams, but I'm drawing blanks for this one. Not yet. I think that's just about all of it. If you haven't seen the prior streams, the VODs are up too if you want to see more of these modes explored, and then during that as well, I demonstrate and talk about everything that has been added. I swear to God, it's like the second I talk about it, it's just like gone from my brain. The only thing I think that's currently not available online is doing the co-op missions and obviously the counter-op missions alongside it. Just because that is a whole hell of a heap of shit to bug test and get working, because the parameters for them work way differently than the multiplayer. So that's currently on the table to get worked on, but obviously right now Merc's trying to get the combat simulator working as best as possible. I'd probably say, what, Merc, it's 90% functional outside of some small caveats. Like, there's the very occasional crash, and then the very, very occasional desync. But I think other than that, everything works pretty well, I believe. Yeah, almost 100% if you just play normally. Challenges are the issue with some sync issues. Okay, good to know. If you don't pay too much attention, it's flawless. Good to know. But yeah, it's genuinely sick, because you can go through all this too. You got the server browsers, and you can host your own games, shit like that, peer-to-peer. But yeah, genuinely, like, stupidly cool. And I'll show these off again. I think these still need tweaked. But you got a bunch of different options now for your menus, which I think is really cool. Peach one is personally one of my favorites. I really like the Peach and Rose ones. But yeah, genuinely just a really phenomenal mod that Merc has been working on. I do think I'm going to start calling it in a little bit. Maybe I'll show off some extra stuff. I think Merc or TH has already seen the mirror mode and shit like that. Like I gotta show that off. Ooh, I don't think actually he's seen this. We have Tony Hawk's Graffiti at home now. We'll do Grand Library. Actually, we could make the Sims all fast. Figure Sims. Maybe not. What I can just do is I can come into here. The graph. This comma is close enough to be honest. Yeah, fair. It's gonna take too long. Actually, let me just put these at normal. There we go. Here we go. So check this out. So you got your 1 to 8, then you got 16, 24, and up to 32. That shit's really sick. Now what I do gotta do though is I gotta hit maximum teams, and then that will cycle them to all be their own teams and shit like that. Fast movement, start armed. Play teams. I'm looking for anything else. Oh yeah, got a respawn delay now. Oh, I'll show you in a second. So essentially you walk over it, and when you walk into a room, you can have it where it instantly does it, or it has like a claim time. So you can have where it's instant, or it takes a second, up to 10 seconds. So, yeah, if you end up wanting it be like, where you don't just mindlessly run around, you can very much do that. Let's see, what's the limits? I got the limits set, and we'll do Ares map. This map works so well for shit like this. But as you can see, it instantly tags the rooms. And then there's also a Time Splitter Zones mode as well, on top of a racing mode. However, there's obviously no racing maps implemented in the game yet. So, holy shit, this thing's stuttering. It was not stuttering the last time I played this. Jesus Christ. But yeah, just got fun random shit like this. I'll show off a video of something Rap was working on. Yeah. But as you can see, the little UI on the bottom shows how many rooms the opponent has currently claimed. So you can see it constantly bobbing up and down. Also, the ability to completely randomize Sims 2 is really awesome. So they're not all just the same. Holy shit, this thing is like chugging. Yeah, let me see if I can actually pull up a video now for you. Oh yeah, also, the bots can use secondaries too, so they can throw the laptop and like the dragon proxies and all kinds of shit like that. That was really cool to see. Oh, man, where the hell is this? I have completely lost where that video is. Oh, here it is. Here we go. So we've got shit like this coming out too, where it's a full-on Mario Kart track. He's got it working too, that the race mode actually works properly, so you can do the actual races. But that shit's cool as hell. I think that's generally it after this point. So I'll start wrapping up here. Oh yeah, there's also a timer that now appears on the bottom of the screen that you can toggle too. But yeah, this shit's genuinely really cool. I don't think I really have anything else to really chat about at this point. So I may start calling it here. Playing through the wireframe is genuinely a ton of fun. If anyone does do speedrunning or wants to like understand how the game kind of just works a little more under the hood, I'd fully recommend trying out the wireframe mode. It is currently in Merc's NetPlay branch, or it'd be called Perfect Dark Kai. And it'll be right in here under experiments. There's your wireframe. There's some stuff that you can change around too with it. But genuinely, if you're looking to find like how some stuff works, like opening up doors through walls and shit like that, it's really useful. And just overall, kind of just fun to mess around with. I think. And then obviously there's also the mirror mode and stuff. All of the chaos stuff is currently still being worked on, so that's not currently a download just yet, just because there's a bunch of stuff that needs fixed up. And it's a little complicated to be sending out new EXEs on top of new Lua script stuff and everything else in between. So currently just the EXEs get sent out, on top of just working on all the pre-existing bugs from what currently is out, so we don't have a whole slew of more bugs from this to work on top of it, so we can kind of piecemeal everything as it goes. But on that note, I am going to call it here. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, catching up, and watching through some of this wireframe. It's a lot of fun. Sorry if I was a little like empty-headed today. I kept forgetting a ton of shit, but I think it's because I was talking so much on my last one and like blew through everything I'd remembered to talk about. But I'm glad everyone enjoyed it. There's probably going to be more randomizer runs coming from me as well, especially since I've been playing a shit ton of this. Maybe next time I'll do it with the controller. Oh yeah, I know we were talking about it earlier, but there it is. There's the controller. So I may play through next time with that. once I don't have to explicitly show everything off, because these last few streams it's just been I kind of been powerhousing through it so I can kind of showcase and demonstrate everything. And then by the time I do it again, a lot more of the new parameters will probably be added in too. But yeah, I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Genuinely meant a lot. And I hope y'all have a good rest of your day or night. And y'all take care. See ya.